Fantastic.
Nice cow.
Don't touch it.
Ladies, gentlemen, friends and fellow unionists, firstly I would like to warmly welcome you all and to thank you for coming out today to show your support and solidarity to our party and cause. It is greatly appreciated and encouraging to see so many of us from all walks of life, beliefs and backgrounds standing together in defence of our much maligned but still proud Union flag.
Yeah, yeah.
We are here today to lodge a peaceful, legal and dignified protest and to make our feelings known. The Commonwealth Unionist Party is a non-sectarian, non-bigoted party who draws its membership from unionists from all religious backgrounds and walks of life. We're here today to call for a Union flag in tandem with the saltire to be flown from all civic and government buildings in Scotland 365 days a year. The reason we exist is to provide constitutional, peaceful and lawful opposition to the SNP's systematic attempts to remove our nation's flag from official buildings. They want this flag removed because their main aim is to dismantle our historic union with the other British nations, and by replacing the Union flag with the saltire, they are deliberately attempting to disconnect the Scottish people from a sense of pride in their British identity and heritage. Alex Salmond has cynically tried to hijack the saltire for his own political ends, linking it to the SNP's agenda. The saltire is a historic symbol of pride in our Scottish heritage and has no links to his nationalist political aims or to the SNP or any other political group. We in the CUP are proud to be Scottish and proud to be British. And that is why we support the flying of both flags in unison on all public and government buildings. We are also strongly opposed to the SNP's nationalist agenda. We say a loud, resounding no to Scottish independence. We are here united exactly 1 year before the independence referendum to demonstrate against the sustained and relentless attacks on our culture, heritage and British way of life. Mr Salmond's attempts to divorce Scotland from the rest of the United Kingdom would have terrible economic and social consequences for Scotland and cut us adrift from our past. We in the CUP believe that the Union flag symbolises the solidarity of all the British people and that together we are stronger, safer, more secure and more prosperous. This union has successfully and amicably endured for centuries and it benefited all nations within the United Kingdom. There is no legitimate reason to now dismantle it, and we must question the cynical motives and political opportunism of those in the SNP who are committed to doing so. They offer no legitimate reason for this blindly pursuing this independence agenda and can state no likely benefit to Scotland or the Scottish people by becoming independent. The SNP's repeated provocative attempts to remove the Union flag from public spaces is a blatant disrespect to all those Scottish servicemen and women who gave their lives throughout the turbulent centuries and made the ultimate sacrifice in defence of Great Britain. It is also a denial of Scotland's cultural, social, defensive, economic and political ties with England, Wales and Northern Ireland and the bonds of ancestry, friendship and history that unite all the peoples of the United Kingdom. It is a surrender of our ancient cordial ties with our neighbours for the sake of short-term political gain. It is selfish political opportunism at its most disgusting. Alex Salmond and his cohorts seek only the furtherance of their own careers at the expense of our shared history. Our economic prosperity and defensive well-being of future Scottish generations. This is why it is so important that we stand to defend the Union flag and all it represents and work together to peaceably resist attempts to remove it from public buildings. The flag is a symbol of our nationhood, our identity, our past, and the long-established, successful union of our peoples. Politicians are supposed to be the elected representatives of the people, yet those in the SNP pay little heed to what the Scottish people want and feel. They are public servants, not public masters.
Yes.
The SNP arrogantly impose their own aggressive nationalistic agenda, all the while making wild and unrealistic manifesto promises about what they will do once independence is achieved. Promises that will obviously be economically unachievable and are nothing more than pie in the sky. Independence will create uncertainty, instability, discourage foreign investment, decrease jobs, cut pensions and benefits, and reduce our clout as a nation on the world stage. The SNP's intolerant imposition of the Saltire and its removal of the Union flag is part of a sinister nationalist agenda to sneakily park us one step closer to independence without our consent. It betrays the SNP's hostility to all things British and their attempts to bulldoze their agenda through without respect to broader historical and political sensitivities. The SNP has not consulted the Scottish people to determine their opinion on the flying of the Union flag. Speak me blind. But has insisted willfully and undemocratically to impose their own dangerous nationalistic agenda by having this flag removed. And so I would like to ask Mr Salmond and his nationalist cronies the following questions. Number one, what gives the SNP the right to have the Union flag removed from Scotland's official, civic and historic buildings prior to the independence referendum? Why have they not consulted the Scottish people on this? Number two, why is the SNP so intent on uprooting Scotland from the United Kingdom, which has extended economic and social opportunities